Hello, everyone. Today, we are going to learn about something really important: the cell, which is the fundamental unit of life. A cell is the structural and functional unit of life. It's the basic building block of all living things. There's a theory that states all plants and animals are made up of cells. It's called the cell theory. With the invention of the electron microscope in 1940, scientists could observe and understand the complex structure of cells much better. Based on the number of cells they have, organisms can be divided into two types: unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms, like amoeba, paramecium, and chlamydomonas, are made up of just one single cell. Their lifespan is very short. Multicellular organisms, like plants, animals, and humans, are made up of many cells grouped together. These cells perform different functions in the body and form various body parts. Multicellular organisms have longer lifespans. Not all cells in a multicellular organism are the same. We have different types of cells like muscle cells, blood cells, fat cells, and nerve cells. Different cells have different jobs. For example, muscle cells help pump blood, and nerve cells control the body. This is called the division of labor. All the cells in our organs play their roles to help us survive. If even one organ fails, it can lead to serious consequences. A healthy human body contains thousands of cells working together in coordination. Cells have tiny structures called organelles that play important roles in keeping the cell alive. There are two main types of cells: prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells lack a defined nucleus, while eukaryotic cells have an evolved nucleus. This slide shows the key differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells are simpler, while eukaryotic cells are more complex and advanced. Now, let's learn about the structure and basic functions of the different parts of a cell. The cell membrane is the outermost covering of the cell. It separates the contents of the cell from the outside environment. It's like a gatekeeper that allows some materials to enter and exit the cell while preventing others from passing through. The nucleus is often called the brain of the cell because it controls all the cell's activities. It contains DNA and helps with reproduction in unicellular organisms. The cytoplasm is a gel-like substance inside the cell. It helps in the exchange of materials between organelles and stores important chemicals like amino acids, glucose, vitamins, and iron. Now, let's talk about organelles, which are specialized structures that perform various jobs inside cells. Organelles are like little organs that keep cells alive, just like organs keep humans alive. They're so small that we need an electron microscope to see them. Some examples of organelles are the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, chloroplasts, vacuoles, and mitochondria. Let's talk about each of them in detail. Firstly, the endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum, or ER, is a network of membrane-bound tubes and sheets inside the cell. The ER has two main functions. It acts as a channel for transporting materials within the cell, and it provides a surface for some of the cell's biochemical activities. Now, there are two types of ER. The rough endoplasmic reticulum, or RER, has ribosomes attached to its surface. Ribosomes are the sites where proteins are made. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum, or SER, helps in the manufacture of fats or lipids. Next is Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus is a system of membrane-bound vesicles arranged in stacks called cisterns. The Golgi apparatus modifies, packages, and dispatches materials synthesized near the ER to different parts of the cell and outside the cell. Next up, we have lysosomes. Lysosomes are like the waste disposal system of the cell. They contain powerful digestive enzymes that break down foreign materials, bacteria, and worn-out cell organelles. Under abnormal condition, when the cell gets damaged, lysosomes may burst and the enzymes digest their own cell. Therefore, they are also known as suicide bags. Mitochondria are known as the powerhouses of the cell because they produce energy in the form of ATP, which is like the energy currency of the cell. Mitochondria have two membrane coverings instead of just one. The outer membrane is very porous while the inner membrane is deeply folded. They are able to make some of their own protein. Next, we have plastids. Plastids are organelles found only in plant cells. They come in different types, like chromoplasts and leucoplasts. Chromoplasts are the colored plastids present in leaves, flowers, and fruits. They contain a pigment called chlorophyll. They are important for photosynthesis in plants. Chloroplasts also contain various yellow or orange pigments in addition to chlorophyll. That's the reason you see different color of leaves. Leucoplasts are found primarily in organelles in which materials such as starch, oils, and protein granules are stored. Plastids are similar to mitochondria in structure and have their own DNA and ribosomes. Next is vacuoles. Vacuoles are membrane-bound sacs that store solid or liquid contents, nutrients, water, ions, and waste materials. In animal cells, vacuoles are small and serve functions like storing food and expelling excess water and waste. In plant cells, vacuoles are very large and provide turgidity and rigidity to the cell. This diagram shows the different organelles in an animal cell. This diagram shows the different organelles in a plant cell. In conclusion, the cell is the fundamental structural and functional unit of living organisms. It is also the basic functional unit of life. All the functions of a cell are supported by its various organelles, which ensure the cell's survival. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures, and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on Eduref to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all. You also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for class 9. Thank you.